Hello everyone, Mr. John here from Areteem Intelligence Planet with a web design demo, which is one of the topics for our summer 2021 on-site STEAM camp. Quick introduction. What is web design? Well, right, we all have heard of the internet and websites. And so web design is how you kind of create a website. How do you design it? How do you publish it? And we want to start learning a little bit about some of the details behind website design and some of the kind of coding that goes on behind the scenes with HTML as well. So during this week, we will be actually having students create a free website on wix.com. You can visit it then from any browser. You just visit the site and there is your free website. And we will do a little bit of exploration of HTML and CSS using a kind of tool called Xray Goggles that kind of lets you view original websites or websites that are already created and kind of make your modifications there as well. So as always, right, with a website, with a story, with a program, it's always about sharing that information with others. So our STEAM camp is all about students interacting, sharing their ideas, sharing their websites, critiquing, giving feedback for websites, and creating a great website that they can kind of share by the end of the week. This is going to be the STEAM topic for week 3 of the on-site STEAM camp that's going to be held at Areteem Intelligence Planet, Orange County. So this will be August 9th through 13th there. And the goal is going to be, of course, web design and publishing, as I mentioned. But the focus here is going to be building a descriptive web page as well. So telling information about a subject and kind of building a website about that subject. So, right, throughout the week, we'll do some of the basics about it, and then, of course, the big project is building, modifying, right, editing, making that website look as good as possible for the presentations at the end of the week. So just a kind of rough 5-day schedule. First day is of course introductions, getting kind of a website up and running. We'll demo this kind of in a second, but one of the nice things about kind of website builders such as Wix is that you can get something there, you can see it, you can modify it, you can say, oh, what happens if I change this, change it, and see the results right away. So we really want to get started with kind of just creating stuff first, letting those creative juices flow, and then we can start learning the details after that. So even after that first day, we should have kind of an initial version, right? Maybe it's just the title and one kind of picture or something there, but we want something up that can then be built on and kind of polished throughout the week. So we're going to continue working on that kind of website, right? Maybe building some other ones if you have a different interest for the student, but we will do some introduction to HTML along the way as well. So HTML is kind of the programming behind the scenes. You don't really need to know HTML, right? Because there are sites that you just kind of visually create almost like a Word document or a PowerPoint presentation. You don't need to worry about the details all that much. But we do think it's important to introduce that to students so they know it's there. If you really want to kind of do this for a living, you're going to need to know some stuff about HTML. And so it's good to know the background behind it and explore stuff that way as well. As with all of our STEAM camps, right? And one of the things we believe in general at Areteem Intelligence Planet is it's also important to be able to present your ideas. share your ideas, right? If you have the best website ever, but you can't tell people about it, you can't get people excited about it, then what's the point? So a big portion of all of our camps is share your ideas, present your ideas to others, and show off your interests that way too. So we have a nice picture here of previous camps with presentation. So this student, it's a little bit hard to see, but did a website on the best vacation spots. So we see some pictures here. We see the website that they kind of created. And this is a great thing that you can physically show it off. You can send the website to your friends, email it to them, text them, and you'll be able to show them your website and show them what you created at the camp. Okay, so let's do a quick demo of both of these things we saw earlier and we showed a little bit here. So the first one of these, and let's brace ourselves, we have a little bit of a kind of crazy example here, but that's part of the fun of creative students and creative things that way here as well. So here we have this banana website in this case, right? So this website is all about bananas. So we have this website created on Wix. We have the different portions about it, right? About bananas, right? The uses of bananas. We have some nice pictures here in this banana gallery. This is kind of the preview mode of this page, right? So we could see it kind of in mobile mode too, right? So this is that kind of small version of the website there as well, right? But this is kind of the different ways we have of kind of looking at this and kind of seeing our website kind of there as well, right? So here is kind of the things then that you can do with this, right? You can kind of pretty easily edit all of these things, right? We can jump around. You could go in and view the pictures here, and it's really easy. We're not going to see it right now, but the students could go in, swap the picture, right? Change the description of the picture. All of those things can be done pretty quickly, and then you can be exploring that website and learning more about the design and stuff that way too, right? So we have all of our kind of different pictures in this, and we have our website there as well. Last comment I want to make, right? I said that we want to share this, we want the students to discuss this as well, right? You might want to think about some design of the website too. So it's not only about how you make a website, but what are some things you want to keep in mind when you're creating a website, right? So this is just kind of a fun, crazy example to look at. But if we were kind of actually creating a website, right, some of this text here is pretty hard to read, right? If we think about this text here, so it's this kind of black text, it's on the banana background, a blue background, some of this might be difficult to read. So in practice, right, one of the things we might want to go in here and change is, can we make that text easier to read? Maybe we need it bigger, or maybe we need to put a little background in there. And that's some of the stuff we want to be introducing students to as well during this camp. Now, the other thing I want to look at here quick is, and we're going to have a very, very basic page for this as well, is this kind of Xray Goggles tool, right? So this is a tool, this is actually on right now. And this shows us a little bit more about the details behind a web page, right? So if you notice here, when I'm kind of moving my mouse around, different parts of the screen are highlighted, right? So at this moment, this how to get started text is highlighted here. And then that kind of tells us some information, right? This is a heading that we have in this case, right? So let me kind of just label this here, right? This is a heading. It's actually what is called an H2 at that moment. But right, then we can kind of see that when we're going through the stuff there. Now, here's the fun part, right? I clicked on this how to get started there. And when we click on that, it pops up here the actual HTML code on the bottom of the screen. And the fun part is we can now change this. So these are my modified instructions to get started. So we can type that out, it shows up right away. We can click update, and of course we didn't actually change the live version of this website, but right, it allows us to kind of play around with stuff there and kind of change stuff in this case, right? So remix any page on the web, right, including this page right now. And so it's a good way for students to start seeing the different HTML code, getting comfortable with the different pieces there, and having a little fun kind of modifying it, right? Remixing this website and kind of adding their own code, their own little descriptions to kind of see how stuff works in that way as well. So that's kind of another tool that we're going to use that we can kind of see headings, paragraphs, images, and you'll kind of learn about all of that stuff on websites you might already know or might already use every day. So those are some good things that we're going to kind of talk about during the class and some good learning tools to have them see and kind of see those changes immediately on websites. So, little bit more about the camp in general, right? This is a 3-week camp, last week of July, Monday through Friday each week, and the first 2 weeks in August. We are going to be doing this on site now that it's starting to be safe to do so again at Areteem Intelligence Planet in Orange County, right? It's a great way for students to get together, have fun, be creative, things like that. So if you're interested, have your student or child invite a friend, right? They can come learn together and have a lot of fun along the way. Every morning, we're going to be doing math topics, and every afternoon, we'll have a different STEAM topic here. So this demo was the website design and publishing. That's week 3 of the camp. We have other fun topics like English writing and fun coding with Scratch in the first 2 weeks. We do recommend students come for all 3. That way they kind of are introduced to a bunch of different things. Maybe your website can be about the story you wrote, right? The story can relate to the animation and kind of interactive coding you did with Scratch. It's a great way to kind of come and learn over a couple of weeks as well. More information will be in the links below this video. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments there too. We'll also have video descriptions of the other 2 STEAM topics below as well. So take a look there. Let us know if you have any questions. And I hope to see everybody at our STEAM camp this summer. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.